All right, everybody. We're not going to really be on too long today, unfortunately. Some unexpected things came up, but I did kind of promise that I was going to do a live stream, right? Well, this one's going to be kind of short, and I have to apologize about that. Part of it is because of the errand. Other part is because I'm a jackass. I only got about 15-20% left on this tablet. So we're going to try to do this in a reasonable time. And if, God forbid, I cut out, you'll know why. Hey, Mick, how you doing? Like I said, going to be kind of a short one today, guys. But, you know, we're just going to go right into it before we get cut off here. But before we do, this episode is in tribute to Britt Turner. Britt Turner, drummer of Blackberry Smoke, dead at the age of 57 earlier this week. He was fighting brain cancer since 2022, and in December of this past year here, he left, and there was a replacement drummer. So I like Blackberry Smoke. I got to see him perform once. They opened up for ZZ Top about 2009, 2010, I'd say. And I remember that I thought as they were playing, I'm like, what if the Allman Brothers and the Stones voted and had a bastard child? That was Blackberry Smoke. It was I thought they did a real good job, honestly. I really do dig them. Not to be confused with Diggum the Sugar Smack Frog. Oh boy. All right. Well, anyways, also, please continue the prayer chain for my granddaughter Charlotte. They did the surgery. Surgery was supposed to be successful, but it appears there might be a snag. I really don't want to get into it right now at this time. Like I stated earlier, it's something that happens in 1 in 1,500 newborns, but it looks like Friday we should know the answer whether or not, unfortunately, she may have to stay a month in the hospital now, not instead of getting out on Friday. I'll just say it involves inside in this area, okay? That's about the best I really know anyway. So before I possibly don't have much time here, like I said, due to my lack of charging the battery, I'm such a dumbass. It's titled, What's in the Box, Psycho? What's in this box? Well, this box came from my buddy Scott out in Cape Breton, Illinois. Yes, he's a good guy, Scott is. He's like the brother I've never had, to be honest with you. If I had a choice for a brother, it'd be Scott. That's right. But needless to say, he sent me a few things. I'm going to open the box here. I've already pre-cut it, per se, to save on time. So let's see. Oh, boy. Okay. So I'm not going to show you some of this stuff because I know you're like, why not? Because some of this will be Jukebox from Hell material. That's right, Jukebox from Hell material. And like, let's see, like this one. That's your hint. And this one, as you're like, what the hell? But he went too small to be a head. Yes. Too small to be a head. So my buddy Scott, he went off and saw a very kick-ass concert from 2 really cool bands. One of them, of course, Screaming at the Sky, Black Stone Cherry, another wonderful looking signed CD. That's right. They're selling these at the merch table. And yeah, so I love Blackstone. I've loved them for a very, very long time. I got to see them live in like 2009. It was the first time I got to see him. In fact, it's the only time I got to see him currently. But Scott's seen him a handful of times, and I can add this to not only my Blackstone collection, but my signed CD collection. Also, who is opening for them but Saint Ansonia. Yeah, this is signed also. Yes, and it kind of is a super group per se. If I remember correctly, the original singer of 3 Days Grace and a handful of other different members of different bands in Saint Ansonia. And of course, this one's called Introvert Extrovert. Right? Right. So that is what's in the box. Now let's see. Along with the Jukebox from Hell stuff, which, by the way, quick commercial on Jukebox from Hell. We just got done doing the Dave Mason Headkeeper episode. If you've not had a chance to go take a look at that, check that out. It's kind of interesting. I learned a few things on that one, too. Next episode will be the 1995 album from Fleetwood Mac, Time. That's right. Then, oh boy, yeah. Taking another musical grenade for you guys, whether you ask for it or not. Let's see. I could maybe show a vinyl or two, I suppose, right? Right. I did pick up a couple albums, but I think I might hold some back for Saturday. So I'll show you these two anyway. These ended up being like $1.50 each. Got Buddy Miles. Yeah, Buddy Miles from 1971. This is one of those, you'd think it was a Unipack, but it's really not. The design almost looks the same, except it's actually a top loader on Mercury. It's a nice, of course, you'd be looking at this kind by that time for 71. So Buddy Miles, of course, Electric Flag and Hendrix and all kinds of fun, his own solo career. And if you're into old school country, this is the second copy I found over the last few years. And of course, if I'm going to find a signed copy of any classic country artist real cheap, I'm not going to pass it up. Farron Young's Deputies, signed by Farron Young. Now, the funny part about it is I have a different album with a similar cover, and it's signed, I think, not only by Farron, but some of the band as well, you see. Here's the front, here's the back. But this one here from FYD Records, Nashville, Tennessee. And they do end up doing like some, I see they're doing Merle Haggard and Orange Blossom Special and a bunch of other people. I don't know any of the other people on here, but it looks like that. So, Farron Young, ladies and gentlemen. Hello, Balls. If I remember correctly, I think that's who did that. Yes, we got the welcoming committee here. So, let's see. I know, right? I didn't have very much to talk about. I was on a bunch of different people's streams today because I was bored. That's how it always do it. I went from, I was kind of like a elusive VC butterfly, if you will. Was on Mayo's, and I was actually on Rachel's for the first time in a couple of months, just because somebody with a voice of reason had to be on there. And that wasn't me. I'm just fucking with you guys, because I can. I discovered something, maybe. I'm going to find out after the broadcast that a certain DVD set that I picked up may not necessarily be very good. And if that's the case, I may have to privately email somebody and go, hey, what gives? Oh, yeah. Yes, Danny, thank you. And I don't want you to think I was ignoring you. In fact, here's the gist. When I am on my phone, like I am for Mayo and Rach and whoever else I decide that I wanted to guest on, my phone doesn't really show any of the comments that is in the sidebars. I can see when like the host highlights this, like I just did here. I can see those on my phone, but I cannot see anything else. So you guys might be saying hi to me, and I'm not trying to be a jerk or nothing, and I'm not insinuating that that's what you're saying. It's just I can't see the comments unless something gets highlighted on the screen, whether I'm at Joe's or Rachel's or whoever. That's all on that one. And yeah, see, Danny's a good guy. He's the king of chaos. He is the biggest Oasis fan, truthfully, that I really know. You know, my late wife Jessica was an Oasis fan, but like I said, I think that the number one band, like I said, that she really loved was Violent Femmes. We got to see them in 2016. She loved Bush. We got to see them in 2017. And then she wanted to see The Cure. Unfortunately, we didn't get to pull the trifecta for several reasons. A, she passed away. B, they never came closer than Kansas City. And I'm not saying that Kansas City is a long way off, mind you, but that's one of those ones that I have to make a weekend out of it because it's about 3.5 hours from me, all right? So you think, okay, 3.5, you get there, you get settled, wait for the concert, get back out. By the time you get out of the concert, you're not going to want to drive 3.5 hours. And depending on what time that concert ends, it's like 2 a.m. I am not driving out on the road at 2 a.m. Maybe if I was in my 20s, you bet. That's right there. Champagne Supernova Wonderwall. What's the story, Morning Glory? But so that's the thing, though, you know. And yes, thank you very much, and please continue to have those prayers. I will say this much. I mean, none of this is really a secret. It's just we really haven't talked much about this. The condition that the 1 in 1,500 newborns is that I guess in the birthing, the creation process, if you will, the trachea and the esophagus are either like together or they're very close. When it's time to separate, sometimes the wrong part goes to the right thing. In this case, the trachea got attached to the stomach and not the esophagus, okay? So they went and surgically fixed this. But it appears currently at this moment there may be some leaking issues. That's why we're a little bit concerned. Well, hell, I'm a lot concerned. I'm trying not to worry because this is, of course, in God's hands and the doctors. I can't do anything except prayers and love from here. And only been, let's see, a week. Yeah, she's a week today. And what a rough week just to come into the world, huh? But yeah, ding, ding, ding. Everybody's dinging me here. What the heck? Hang on, let's see. Sorry, hang on. Don't run. Don't go away. Just too many people. You know, sometimes I feel like I'm a psychiatrist to all my friends, which is really funny considering that I need a lot of mental help myself. Nah. Okay. Yeah, you know, I don't know. I'm just trying to get through this stupid depression I've got. That's all. That's right. That is absolutely right. Because you gotta have faith. I gotta have faith. Oh boy. Yes, thank you. You know, I gotta tell you this. I don't ever want to have esophageal cancer. I don't wish that on anybody. You know. But if I, for God-forsaken reason, do, because I'm not a smoker, and you know how they have this, I would start a rock band. I would start a rock band because, I mean, you know, and then I do goofy little songs like, I want your sex. I want your love. Or, I don't know why I was thinking a song, Lollipop. Let me make it juicy for you. That's creepy, no matter how it works. Hello, Stephen. How are you? Hello, Paul. Please tell me why you like the Monkees. It was just another TV show until Hendrix opened for him. Because, okay, so let me explain a little bit. To me, anyway, there was two phases of the Monkees. All right? Two phases. Your Bubblegum Monkees, which was the first two albums. And then after that, when they got control. Now, I know a lot of people, a lot of monkey pundits, I said monkey pundits, went off and they're like, well, the minute that they got control, they did great for 1 year, and then it started downsliding. Well, when you got a TV show to do, concert tours, personal appearances, just like, people like the Beatles, the Stones, people like that, you got to wedge in all those little recording dates. Of course, the quality could possibly suffer a little bit, but here's the thing. The Monkees, their music makes me happy. They've always made me happy, whether or not, they got me through some damn hard times. I'm not going to lie to you. Some of the music that I will play that gets me through are Monkees, Beatles, and Cheap Trick. Seriously. Those are the first three off the top of my head. And that's why it makes me happy on the inside. Because, I've had a lot of people, and I'll admit this, go off and have said to me, boy, you seem like a miserable prick. And, maybe I am sometimes. I don't have a reason. I don't have a good excuse. I just try to get from point A to point B in life without too many speed bumps. That's the goal in life anyway. And I know the world does not revolve around this jackass. I understand that. I've known that for a very long time. Exactly. And until I discovered Cheap Trick in the late 70s, I would say it was Monkees, Beatles. Okay. And then when I tripped on, the first album that I bought from Trick was either Heaven Tonight or Dream Police. I cannot remember which. And I just got turned on. I'm like, oh my God. And then to find out that they were, not even an hour's drive away from where I lived most of my life, I'm like, holy crap. I was born, though, in the wrong decade. Seriously. I talked about this with a friend the other day. I said, I should have been born in the late 50s. And then I could have at least caught the Beatles, sure. I would have been 6. But, I still would have been able to catch the Beatles. I'm going to probably, oh God, it just says I got 5% battery. So I'm going to have to get off of here in a few minutes. I told you guys this was going to be a super duper quick one. But let me show you, if I can really quick, I found a copy of an old concert poster. Now, this might be quite interesting for you guys. I'm going to see if I can blow this up a little bit, speaking of Cheap Trick stuff. Maybe I can't. Sick Man of Europe appearing at the North Chalet, excuse me, Friday, Saturday, March 23rd, 24th, the North Skellers in Staunton, Wisconsin. Now, Sick Man of Europe, look at that guy in the corner. That's Rick Nielsen. You got Rick Nielsen and Tom Peterson and Stookie and, oh God, who the hell's the other guy from Nas? Stookie and, God damn it. But they're 2 Nas members. So you have a Nas, you cheap Nas. That's what you got, cheap Nas. So, yeah, the Monkees were cool. They're always going to be cool. I'm glad Mickey's still around. I hope I get to meet him one more time. Raiders are awesome too. I would say the 60s stuff, of course, would be my favorite stuff, but I do like some of that 70s stuff too. One of the things that I played recently actually was Powder Blue Mercedes Queen. Oh, I love that song from 72. Yeah, Runt, right? Runt. All right. Well, like I said, guys, I'm sorry that this one's a short one, but we're going to try shooting for doing a podcast on Saturday night. So I held back some vinyl. We'll have some vinyl finds, and who knows, maybe I'll find some more stuff. between now and then, and I'll tell you between now and then that, barring anything stupid, Mighty Psyko will be making an appearance in Joplin, Missouri this time on the 23rd. It'll be a short visit, but hopefully get to see some of the members of the 70s band Missouri. That's right. If you know who I'm talking about, they cut 2 albums. And there's going to be a new book coming out from them, I guess. So I am really looking forward to that. But like I said, March 23rd, cross fingers, Joplin. Please pray for Charlotte. I love you guys. Thank you very much. And always try to have a good week, guys. Take care. God bless. Rock on. Always powered by coffee each and every time. That is the Mighty Psyko promise. Probably between now and the end of the week will be the new Jukebox from Hell. And you can have that as well. Thank you all. Love ya.